All right. So, Dave the sound guy.
Matt the white guy.
Tell me, what grinds your gears?
What grinds my gears? Let's see. Well, one of the things I'm looking at here that really grinds my gears, and we've talked about it before tonight, is just how I don't like seeing how we have a very much so a double standard when it comes to things in politics in this country, as far as even the whole sexual misconduct. We have Roy Moore being brought up on these allegations that he's going into malls to try to pick up girls. You know, he was 30, pick up 14 and 15-year-olds. You know, you have these witnesses coming out, former policemen saying we were told to keep him away from the mall. And then the mall comes out and says we've never had any reports of anything like this in all the years. You know, you have the whole yearbook situation with Lawyer Aldridge's client pretty much saying that, you know, all of a sudden, as of about a week or so ago, that the signature in the yearbook may not be real, maybe fake, maybe not, maybe it wasn't Roy Moore that signed it. There was some crazy, stupid story to go along with it. And it's just like all these things are falling apart. And I guess recently, maybe as of today, one of his accusers actually came out and asked him when his immorality will end. When does his immorality end? Immorality for what? Most of these people that these women that bring him up, accusing him of this misconduct, have links with the Democratic Party. Some of them have been seen, you know, with Michelle Obama. Some of them have supported Hillary and shown a lot of support for Hillary during the presidential campaign, active supporters. So now all of a sudden it seems like all these people that have come out, we tried to get Trump on this stuff, didn't work. We see a candidate for Senate that comes out, very far right candidate, has a lot of far right views that the Democrats and even some Republicans don't want to see him in office because he's going to back a lot of really far out things on the right side, and they find him a threat. They even got to a point where I heard a few weeks ago that they said if he got voted in, that the Senate, if they have enough votes, could get him out of the Senate. So pretty much the people of Alabama are going to vote this man in, and if the Senate body feels that he's got to go, they're going to vote him out and tell him to go. They're going to vote him out and say bye-bye.
It's not as easy of a process as
It's not as easy as a process, but if they're that dead set about getting him out of there, there's an option for them to act on it.
But yeah, but it would take half a term.
These people are so incensed by this guy, I don't think it matters to them. I think as soon as he gets in, they're going to do it. They'll stop proceedings. As soon as he gets in. It's not as soon as he gets in, the first time he does something they don't like, the first time he's backs some kind of bill or proposes some kind of bill that they don't like, that they feel is way too far right against their views, they're going to go to get him out of there. They're going to say he's a detriment. You know, that's what they're saying now. It's how can you morally bring this guy in when he's a sexual deviant? Everything you're telling me this guy is a sexual deviant over is falling apart at the seams. Same thing with Representative Connors out of Michigan. He just got another allegation from an aide of sexual misconduct. He's going to go. But when he goes, Al Franken should be going. And I saw another thing, too, where you have people, his constituents, only 22 people think he should stay. 22% of his constituents believe he should stay. So you have 78% of his constituents saying, get the hell out. Bye-bye, Frankenstein. Your time is short. Your constituents don't want you there. The people do not want this. I'll tell you right now, it seems like the Democrats tried opening up a can of worms with Roy Moore, ended up opening up Pandora's box on their side. Because now it seems, all of a sudden, more and more Democrats are coming out being the ones that are perpetrating these allegations, and they're finding them to be true. in a very short amount of time with this whole Roy Moore situation, all these things that come out in weeks, and they're getting shot down. The stories are getting weakened every day. But these Democrats are getting hammered. And they, you know what? Rightfully so. If they're really doing it, they do not belong there. If you're going to be a criminal, even if you don't get arrested, you don't get charged, but you do criminal acts and sexual misconduct, sexual assault, sexual harassment, those are criminal acts. You have no right to be sitting in the Senate, in the Congress, and making laws for the law of the land of this country. You have no right. That's like saying, hey, we should have pulled Charles Manson out of prison and make him a senator of California.
Was he a big sexual harasser?
He was a murderer, but still, he's a criminal.
Okay, Manson never killed anybody.
Conspired to kill.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Well, conspiracy charge is just as bad as the actual charge. Even though he didn't physically do it, it was planned out on his end.
Well, that was a big deal because they wanted to give him the death penalty, even though even by the prosecution's own admission.
But that's why they couldn't give it to him, because he didn't. If he was there and he did actually
right, but it was being talked about.
It was being talked about, but it wasn't because he wasn't one of the actual murderers.
Right.
But what it comes down to is, if you're gonna put criminals in office, shit, put Charlie in there. What do you got to lose? Should have put him in there. If it was as wacky as some of these people that are in there now.
I don't know.
He might actually be
like carving swastikas onto the White House staff's heads. And,
some of them deserve it. Sorry, I think Hillary would look good with a great swastika right across her freaking on her forehead.
I don't know if anything can really make her look good.
Well, good, but it would actually bring her more true to form than what she really is. A piece of scum. All right, scum. All right, all these politicians are coming out, and they're coming out to be scum. These people are getting voted into office time and time again, and they've gained the public trust of all these people that vote them in office. And they finally do something wrong, and the people are finally speaking out saying, you gotta go. So, I think at this point now, time to clean house. That's what really grinds my gears. Clean house.